I know it's too.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
Now, New York starting five. We've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. And for the Pistons, Harris and Duren together in the middle. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson, and it's Thompson in at the three spot. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And here's Detroit. Harris, a screen on Hart. Thompson passes to Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Cunningham. Last game with 30. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson against Anunoby. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
First quarter, just over a minute played. All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Ali.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
Here's Brunson. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
To the paint. Here's Duren. And again, it's Detroit converting.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Here's Cunningham. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. Over Brunson. And again, it's Detroit converting.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
Here's Brunson. Duren with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Harris. Duren in the post. Anunoby covering. Duren, no good. Knicks trail by 5. And here's Bridges. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Thompson passes to Harris. Over Towns. Up and in from the low block.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
The Knicks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Towns outside. 4-3. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit leading by 7. Cunningham outside. Out to Harris. Anunoby against Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. Defense right on him. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped pause this run.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Herter comes in for Robinson. New York also changing it up. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart, and Alvarado's subbed in for Brunson. Detroit on D. Anunoby finds Robinson. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. Clarks! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
New York making a switch here. Shot clock at 6. Alvarado, the pass to Clarkson. Shoots from the baseline. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Comfortable scoring it anywhere on the floor. Jordan Clarkson is instant offense.
Cunningham outside. Here's Stewart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Knicks trail by 9. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Robinson. Clarkson outside. Misses the 3. The Pistons have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Cunningham drives in, and Cunningham throws it down.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Now here's Robinson. Clarkson for 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Duran with a screen on Clarkson. Herter from long range. The Knicks with the rebound. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And I love the aggressiveness they showed at the start of that game. They were really ready to attack the rim.
Well, that gave them a huge edge in the game because free throw shooting often determines the outcome.
Here's Cunningham. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So on the floor for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson in at center. And they pick up 2. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Knicks trail by 8. Down low. Here's Clarkson, and he goes in for the dunk.
I mean, the effortless athleticism. You can see Clarkson loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Clarkson. Can't connect from short range. Detroit leading by 8. Here's LeVert. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. New York also changing it up. Anunoby, he's checked in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Bridges misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Down by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Towns throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. New York shooting their first free throw tonight.
For the Knicks, Towns. Carl Anthony Towns. One shot.
And that one falls for Towns. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
Here's Holland. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 9. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The shake. The rebound by Detroit. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Guys?
Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. For the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Stewart, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. Hart's checked in for New York. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Brunson passes to Towns. From deep. Oh, can't get Towns any space from there.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Harris outside. Out to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Duren. Back to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Duren, the pass to Robinson. The 3 from Thompson. Out to Harris. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Knicks substitution. Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
Robinson with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cunningham. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Cunningham's got 10.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
And Brunson gets it to go.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Inside. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
Lets it go from deep. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. Oh, Cade Cunningham, strong.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
Here's Brunson outside. And it's Brunson again missing.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Brunson surveys. And it's Brunson again missing.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Cade with the finish inside.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Tries to break his ice. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Detroit Pistons.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Playing above the rim, that's an aggressive move by Cunningham. And
so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. 17-point game. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Towns can't get it to go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And the dunk by Duren.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Duren focused and flushing it home.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 17. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And the basket by Towns.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Robinson on the wing. To the middle. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Yeah, Cade is in command of this offense. He knows exactly where his guys are and when to get them the ball.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Hart, fires the 3. Detroit with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Robinson, shoots over Bridges. Robinson can't hit.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Brunson passes to Towns. Towns a screen on Robinson. Hart from long range drills it from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Duren. Out to Thompson. Now here's Robinson. Back to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Clock at 6. Thompson with a screen. The 3, here's Harris. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. And Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done. Well, you love the effort from Cunningham in transition. He knows you have to convert those easy chances.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Jenkins has checked in for the Pistons. A moment here to see the numbers for OG Anunoby.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Knicks trail by 15. Bridges outside. Anunoby for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third, and the shot goes.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
New York has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Outside Hart. Towns, left side. Good D by Duren. The Pistons lead by 14. Pass to Thompson. Back to Robinson. Launches a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Robinson's got 9.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And here's Anunoby. Here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
Here's Jenkins. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Outside Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duren. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass on the layup. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
Here's Jenkins. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Here's Jenkins. Brunson defending. Pass to Jenkins. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. He has 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Brunson. Shot from the low post is good.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Here's Thompson. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Brunson, and it's New York scoring again.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And so it's Detroit, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word. As we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Shamet in at the small forward. Now here's Cunningham. And they doubled up Cunningham. Back to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Herter. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pistons lead by 12. Clarkson outside. Over Herter. The rebound by Detroit.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, Cade. The finesse on the floater.
That is a soft touch on the teardrop. And shots like that are what make Cunningham such a tough cover.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. The Pistons making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson is checked in for Alvarado. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Pass to Stewart. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Detroit.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
And he sinks the second. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York, trailing by 13. Towns outside. The three. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
Now here's LeVert. Outside Herter. Harris against Towns. The 15-footer. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Brunson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Shamet. And the shot falls short that time. Detroit leading by 10. Stewart with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. Cunningham outside. Outside for LeVert. This one for 3. And it's Cunningham missing. New York has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Robinson. Oh, it doesn't go!
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Oh, bring in the thunder. Harris with the aggressive move all the way to the rim.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Herter. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Shamet. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Clarkson. Outside Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Oh, off target from downtown. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Outside Thompson. Now Harris. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Down by 12. Now here's Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Shoots a 3. Tips it. The putback. How about the activity?
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
The Pistons have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Harris, a screen on Bridges. Here's Harris. Thompson in the post. Anunoby covering. Yes, sir! That one's good!
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Brunson. And he drives in. It's blocked. Towns against Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Outside Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pistons.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And give them credit for what'll be their... Oh! Look at him fly!
Look at that power.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. New York has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Towns outside. Fires the 3. It's cleared away by Thompson. Robinson outside. Now Harris. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Thompson outside. Now Duren. from 15 feet away. Hart with a rebound. Outside Brunson. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.